Hello, Matt Elite here. Welcome to another exciting problem here on our channel. Just like we always do, we make things easy, faster, and shorter with proper explanation. So today we are going to learn how to solve simultaneous equation by elimination method. And after this one, I will make another video that will be by substitution method. So let us get started with this one. Make sure you get your materials ready and make sure you get properly engaged with this video. So let us go to the first video we'll be solving right now on the screen. Yeah, so we'll be starting with this problem on simultaneous equation. So, and remember, every of these questions we are going to solve here is by elimination method. Please don't mix it, by elimination method. So let's start with question one. Question one says we have 2x plus y is equal to 10 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 1. The first thing I would like to do, I would like to name this equation. I'll call this child equation 1 and I'll call this child equation 2, right? And now I want to eliminate, if you look at this quantity of x here, the quantity of x here is 2, the quantity of x here is 3. So they don't have equal quantities. And for y, we only have one, the quantity of y here is 1, and the quantity of y here is minus 2. They don't have equal quantities. So now let me eliminate x. Please take note, this is where it's very important you watch. I want to eliminate x. In other words, for me to eliminate x, I need to make them have the same quantities. I need to make them have the same quantities. So there you get it now. You get it now. So, and it will be easy for me to eliminate y actually. It will be very easy because here I've got just y and here I've got 2y. So if I decide to multiply everybody by 2, the quantity of y here will be the same. So I think that is even the best way to solve this problem, not eliminating x. But actually, you can still eliminate x if you want to. So now for question 1, I would like to multiply this whole quantity by 2. All right. So if I do that, I'll have this guy to be 4x, and I'll have this one to be 2y, and I'll have this one to be 20. Then equation 1, equation 2 will just remain the same. So we have 3x minus 2y is equal to 1. Now, the reason why I have to multiply everybody by 2 is that I want to make the quantity of y to be the same. That is the only way you can eliminate it, when the quantities are the same. All right. Now, you see, now I have 2y here and I have negative 2y here. So how can I eliminate it? Well, if I decide to put subtraction here, if I decide to subtract, let's see, 2y minus 2y, that will be 2y plus 2y, which is 4y. So subtraction will not eliminate the variable y. So what's going to eliminate the variable y is addition. Because if I say 2y, that's this 2y we have here, plus minus 2y. So yes, plus minus 2y. That's going to give me how much? That's going to give me 2y minus 2y, which is 0. So the best operation to put right here is what? Addition. You see the reason why I put addition, because addition is going to make these guys go to 0. So just give me 1 minute to check my sound. All right, we are back again. Everything is working really fine. So you see now why I put addition, because addition is going to eliminate y. So take note of all these things. So let's go now. So I do 4x plus 3x. That will give me 7x. Then 2y plus minus 2y. We already seen that will be 0. Now we have 20 plus 1. That will be 21. And now you divide everybody by 7 to get x. So this guy cancels out. So you have x is equal to 3, because 21 divided by 7 is 3. Now I've gotten the value of x, so it's easy to get the value of y. Just plug in the value of x in any of the equation you have here, and you get the value of y. I would like to plug it in equation 1. Let me put the value of x in equation 1. Put the value of x in equation 1. What is equation 1? It says 2x plus y is equal to 10. So now my x is 3, so this is going to be like 2 times 3, because 2x is actually 2 times x, right? So I have y is equal to 10. 2 times 3 is 6, and I have 6 plus y equal to 10. Then I'll collect like terms, so I have y is equal to 10 minus 6. When this 6 travels down to this side, it becomes negative, and y will be equal to 4. So my x is 3 and my y is 4. You can actually check for your answer when you plug in 3 and 4 for y, and x here is 3, so this is 2 times 3, this is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, that's it here. We plug in x to be 3 here, 3 times 3 will be 9, minus 2 times 4, 2 times 4 is 8, so 9 minus 8 will give me 1. So it's properly correct. So that is it. So let's go to the next question. All right, look at this question now. Remember, I want to eliminate. This is all elimination method. So what I'm looking out for, the quantity that have, the variable that has the same quantity, as equal quantities. That will be very easy for me to eliminate. Now, this quantity now, you can look at it, we have 2y here and we have 2y. It's so easy to eliminate y. Just putting your subtraction sign here, you eliminate y. Then if you want to eliminate x, just multiply equation 2 by 3, and they will have the same quantity for x. So any way you wish to do it, just go ahead and do it. It's the same. It still work. So now I have 3x plus 2y. I can decide to subtract equation 1 and equation 2 because the quantity of y are the same, so it's easy to eliminate. Of course, 3x minus x, this is like 1x, that will give me 2x. Then 2y minus 2y, that's 0, so that's fine. 10 minus 2, that's 8. Of course, you divide everybody by 2. These 2 cancels out, x is equal to 4. This one is quite easy and fast. So now we've gotten the value of x. What do? We'll put the value of x, we'll plug in the value of x, put the value of x in equation, any one of your choice. You like anyone, just plug it there. I like equation 2. Equation 2 is x plus 2y is equal to 2. And now my x is 4, so here becomes 4 plus 2y is equal to 2. Take this guy to this side, so we've got 2y equal to 2 minus 4. And 2 minus 4 is minus 2, 2y. Divide everybody by 2. And finally, y is equal to minus 1. So we've gotten the value of x and the value of y. Now, let me also show you something. This same problem, I want to solve it now using eliminating x. Let's quickly do it. I have here to be 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. I'll call this equation 1. And I have x plus 2y is equal to 2. I'll call this equation 2. Now, I want to eliminate x now. I don't want to eliminate y. I want to tell you that these things work. They work perfectly. You understand? You don't need to cram anything. Just understand the principle. They work perfectly. Now, I'm just ignoring this y, and I want to eliminate x. Of course, you know this is 3x and this is just x. For me to make them have the same quantity, I'll multiply equation 2 by 3. And equation 1 still remains the same. So equation 1 is still 3x plus 2y equal to 10. This is equation 1. Now equation 2 will be, you multiply everybody by 3. So you have 3x. Multiply 2y by 3, you have 6y. And you multiply 2 by 3, you have 6. Now, you see now the quantity of x are the same, so I can easily eliminate it. So I put my negative sign here because that's what will take the x term out from this equation. Addition will not eliminate x. If I put addition here, 3x plus 3s is 6x. So addition won't work. It is just subtraction, right? So 3x minus 3s will give me 0. 2y minus 6y will give me negative 4y. And 10 minus 6 will give me 4. And of course, I'll divide everybody by minus 4 like this. And this guy cancels out. And y, of course, will be equal to 4 over 4 is 1. So that will be minus 1. So y is minus 1. That's what we got here. It's fine. Now I've gotten the value of y. Put the value of y in any of the equation. So I would like to put the value of y in equation 2, which is x plus 2y equal to 2. So my y is minus 1. So I have x plus 2 minus 1 equal to 2. What is 2 times minus 1? That will be minus 2 equal to 2. And take this guy to this side. So you've got x equal to 2 plus 2. You know it is negative here. When it goes over, it becomes positive. So definitely x will be equal to 4. And that's what we have here. So you see it's work. Elimination method is one of the most easiest problem to solve in mathematics. Yes. And I believe you're learning something from this video. So let us go to the next question. All right. Now you see this problem now. The quantity of A here. Oh, you see, be careful. It's not properly arranged. You see, we got A here, we got B here. So I would like to arrange it so that they're all matching up. So that's what I want to do first. So I have 5A minus 2B equal to 19. Now we have negative 4a. Let it come first so that they match. And here we have positive 3b. So let it be here. I'm only just rearranging it. I'm not doing anything serious. I just want them to be in the same variables, right? Now, so I have 19 here. This is equation 1. And of course, this is equation 2. Now, if you look at the quantities of A and the quantities of B, they are really different, right? So to eliminate any of this quantity, you must make sure they are the same. To eliminate any of this variable, you must make sure their coefficients or their quantities are the same. Now, here, I want to eliminate, let me eliminate A. Okay, if I want to eliminate A, here I've got A to be 5, here I've got A to be minus 4. So what I'll do, I'll multiply equation 1 by 4, multiply here by 4, and I'll multiply equation 2 by 5. The reason why I'm doing that is because when I multiply here by 4 and I multiply here by 5, you see the quantity of A will become the same. So that is it. So 5A times 4 will give me 20A, and minus 2b times 4 will give me minus 8b. And of course, 19 times 4 will give me, I have to do that right here. 9 times 4 is 36. 4 times 1, that's 76. That will give me 76, right? And that is it. And now we want to multiply for equation 2. So minus 4a times 5 will give me minus 20a. You see now, 4 and 5 is now 20. So here we go. 3b times 5 will give me 15b. And of course, minus 18 times 5, I have to do that also. I have to do 18 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40, rather than 0 carry 4. 5 times here, that will be 90. So this will give me minus 90. I don't have a calculator, so that's why I have to do that all myself. So now, we've gotten the quantities of A to be the same when we multiply their different coefficients. We've gotten them to be the same. That's just a trick here. And now they are the same, we can easily eliminate them. What do we put? Is it addition or subtraction? Let's see. If you put subtraction, it will be 20a minus 20. It will be 20a, that's this one, minus 20a, minus 20a. And that will give us 20a plus 20a, which is 40. So subtraction will not eliminate the variable x. Rather, addition will do that. So 20a, which is this one we've got here, plus and minus, plus minus 20a. Of course, plus minus is same as minus, so 20a minus 20a is 0. So that is what will work. Positive addition, I mean. So this guy will go to 0. So we do here minus 8b plus 15b. Minus 8b plus 15b, that will be 8, 9, 10. That will be 7. That will be 7b, right? And here we've got 76 plus minus 90. 76 plus minus 90. That will eventually become plus minus is same as minus. So 76 minus 90. That will give me negative 14. Yeah, that is it, negative 14. So now you see we've gotten the variable b, and we want to get the value of b. Divide everybody by 7. So b must be equal to negative 2. And now we've gotten the value of b. So what do? We plug in the value of b in any of the equations, equation 1 or equation 2. So let me choose. I prefer equation. I don't like very big equations. So I look for smaller equations. I want to plug it right here. Let me plug it here. Yeah. So I have equation 1 to be 5a minus 2b equal to 19. And now my b is minus 2. So this will be 5a minus 2 minus 2 equal to 19. Right? And now we got 5a minus 2 times minus 2 is positive 4 equal to 19. And 5a is equal to 19 minus 4. When you take 4 to this side, it becomes negative. And 19 minus 4, I think that's 15, right? Divide everybody by 5. So the value of a must be equal to 3. So you see this way we solve this problem. It's quite different from the first two we solved. You just want to, maybe you want to eliminate a, right? You see, you multiply this coefficient of a here to these ones. And for 3, you multiply these ones to these ones. You see, that is how to eliminate. Oh, sorry, that should be here because in this case, we rearranged it. So that is what you have to do here. This is the new equation after we rearrange it. You multiply the coefficient of A here to this equation, and you multiply the coefficient of A here to this equation. It doesn't matter if you take -4 right here. It doesn't really matter. As far as you know how to work with your signs, you're still good. You still have the quantity. Our interest is to make them have the same quantities. And then we can go ahead and simplify how to eliminate them with either addition or subtraction. So let us go to question number 5. Yeah, I think this is the fourth one. This is a fraction, simultaneous equation. So I don't like working with fraction. The first thing I would like to do here is to get rid of this fraction. That's the first thing I would like to do here. Get rid of the fraction. And how do I do that? If you look at this, call this one equation 1, call this one equation 2. Let's start with that for now. Now, if you look at equation 1, you see the LCM of equation 1 here is 6. 2, 3, and 6. The LCM is 6. So I would like to multiply everybody by 6 to get rid of this fraction. So if I multiply here by 6, I multiply here also by 6, I multiply here also by 6. So you see now 2 can cancel out this 6. So you have 3y left. And 3 cancel out 6, you have -2x. And 6 cancel out 6, you just have 1. You see how I did it, right? Multiply everybody by 6. And now these 2 cancel 6. If 2 divides 6, you have 3. And 3 multiplies y, you have 3y. If 3 divides 6 here, you have 2. 2 times x is 2x. If 6 divides 6, you have 1. 1 times 1 is 1. You see, everybody is fine now. And I would quickly like to arrange the x to be in front. So I have -2x plus 3y is equal to 1. So I will call this equation 1, right? Yes, this is just the refined form of equation 1. Now let's go to equation 2. You do the same for equation 2. This is actually over 1. The LCM here is 6. So I would like to multiply everybody again by 6 and multiply here also by 6. I'll multiply here also by 6. Now, if this 2 divides 6, you have 3. If 3 multiplies x, you have 3x. And if 6 divides 6, you have 1. 1 times y is y, so minus y. And if 1 if 1 divides 6, you still have 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So this is what we've got for equation 2. Now, we are now having a very interesting form of simultaneous equation, not the fraction form now. So this one is a lot more easier to work with than the fraction. So when you're given the fraction, you want to quickly clear up the fractions, and so it gets so easy to work with. Now you can look here. If you look at this equation here, the quantity of x here are not the same. And here the quantity of y are also not the same. So I can eliminate any of the variables if I choose to. But for me, it will be much more easier to eliminate y, because you see here the quantity of y here is 3 and the quantity of y here is 1. So I can just easily multiply these all guys by 3. So they both have the same quantity. And let me do that. So I multiply here by 3. Equation 1 still remains the same. I still have it as -2x plus 3y equal to 1. Then if I multiply equation 2 by 3, 3 times 3 will give me 9x, minus y times 3 will give me minus 3y. And of course, 30 times 3 will give me 90. So this is a new equation we've got. And let's see how we can eliminate the y. Is it with addition or with subtraction? Think of it now. Is it with addition or subtraction? Let's try subtraction. If you do subtraction, it will be 3y minus 3y. And of course, that should be 3y plus 3y, which is 6y. So subtraction will not work. So you try addition. And of course, if subtraction would not work, addition will definitely do. So 3y plus minus 3y. That will be looking like this. We have 3y, positive 3y is still 3y. Then you've got plus minus 3y. So plus minus 3y. Plus minus is same as minus, so you got 3y minus 3y, and that will give me 0. So you see addition works now. So let's go ahead and finish it up. So you got minus 2x plus 9x, that will give me 7x. And this will give me 0, right? So here we've got 1 plus 90, that's 91. And now you divide everybody by 7, So these guys cancel out. So definitely x is equal to 7 in 9. That will be 1 remainder 2. And 7 in 21 is 3. So x is equal to 13. Now I've gotten the value of x. What do we do with the value of x? We plug the value of x in any of these equations we have here. You can plug it in equation 1 or equation 2. Anyone you feel is comfortable for you. So let me choose. I would like to plug it in equation 1. So equation 1 is just, equation 1 is minus 2x plus 3y is equal to 1. And now my x is 13. So I have it to be minus 2 times 13 plus 3y is equal to 1. 2 times 13 will give me minus 26 plus 3y equal to 1. And finally, you want to take minus 26, so this side it becomes 3y is equal to 1 plus 26. And that will give me 27, right? And now you divide everybody by 3. So therefore, y will be equal to 9. Yes, 3 in 27 is 9. So our value of x is 13 and the y is 9. Now take note. Sometimes your value for x and the value for y might be in fraction. Not every time you have this whole number like this. Sometimes it could be in fraction. I mean, it could be 2 over 3. Sometimes you can have your x to be 5 over 2. You know, it could be in fraction form. It's not always in this integer form all the time. It's not always an integer. It could be a fraction. So don't confuse it when you get a fraction as your answer. Don't feel like it's wrong, because it could be your answer as well. So let's go to the next example. That will be example 6. All right, we are still learning how to solve simultaneous equation by elimination method. So just have that in mind, that we are doing all of this by elimination method. So now the next thing I would like us to do from here, I would like us to get rid of this decimal. You know, this is decimal, guys, right here. So if I decide to multiply everybody here in equation 1 by 10, let's call this guys equation 1, and let's call this guys equation 2. So if I multiply everybody here by 10, let's see what it gets. 0.5 times 10 will give me 5. And if I multiply this 0.2 by 10, I'll get 2. And if I multiply 5 by 10, I'll get 50. The whole reason why I'm doing this is just to get rid of these decimals. I don't really like decimals, so I like integers. So this is equation 1. And now multiply all these guys also by 10. This will be 6. And here will be 4. And here will be 84. And this is equation 2. Now, let me tell you something. If you don't want to do what I'm doing, you can go ahead and start solving from here. You want to eliminate m, you can multiply the coefficient of m here to this old guys here, and the coefficient of m here to this old guys here. It still works, but you'll get your answers in decimal forms, you know. So I like this form. It's looking very nice here. So now, let's look at what we can eliminate easily. Yes, I would like to eliminate n because I have 2n here and I have 4n here. If I multiply all these guys by 2, this guy becomes 4n. So it's easy for me to eliminate n, not eliminating m. But you can actually eliminate m, you know, it's all work, but this one is much more easy for me. So I would like to multiply equation 1 by 2. And this will become 5m times 2 will become 10m. And if I multiply 2n by 2, I'll get 4n. And if I multiply 50 by 2, that's 100. Then equation 2 remains the same because we are not going to change it. It's still just what it is. So we have 84. And now you see now that the quantity of n here in these two equations are the same. So it is easy now to eliminate them. You can either eliminate them with your addition or subtraction sign operations. Now, if you try to add, you will get it wrong. But when you subtract, it works when you subtract. So you know 4n minus 4n, that's 0, right? So subtraction works here. So what we do now, we go ahead and subtract 10m minus 6m, that's 4m. And 4n minus 4n, that's 0. 100 minus 84, that will be 16. Yeah, 16. So you divide everybody by 4 so that you get m, and m is equal to 4. Now we've gotten the value of m to be 4. What do? We plug in the value of m into any of these equations you have. So I would like to plug it in equation 1 because equation 1 is much more smaller. I like easy things. So now I have 5m plus 2n is equal to 50. So I'll plug my m to be 4. So this guy is now 5 times 4 because my m is now 4. And we have 2n and we have 50. 5 times 4 is 20. And we have 2n, we have 50. So you take 20 to this side of this equation and it becomes negative 20. So we have 50 minus 20. And now we have 2n is equal to 30 because 50 minus 20 is 30, of course. And you divide everybody by 2 once again. And now your n will be equal to 15. So these are the values of m and these are the values of n that will satisfy this given simultaneous equation. Let's see if we still have some questions to do. Let me see. Okay, this will be our last question for today's class. This will be our last question. So let's see how we can simplify, how we can get the value of x in this equation. The value of x and the value of y. Yeah, if you feel like stretching, you can stretch because I think it's quite a long solving so far. And I believe you're getting these things right, isn't it? Yes, all right. So without further ado, let us go ahead and smash the last question we have on our list, on our slide. So now we have 5x plus 4y is equal to 22. I would like to call this one equation 1, and I'll call this one equation 2. And if you look at the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y, they are not looking the same. So, and what, okay, let me decide to eliminate x. You can decide to eliminate y if you want, but for me, I want to eliminate x. I think I like y, so let me eliminate x. Now, how I'm going to do it is, 5 and 3, there's no number I can multiply to this 3 to give me 5, and there's no number I can multiply to 5 to give me 3. So how do I make them have the same quantity? I'll just multiply this whole equation 2 here by the coefficient of x, which is 5. So I'll multiply here by 5. And the coefficient of x here is 3. So I'll multiply this whole guys by 3. That is just pretty much how you solve these problems. When you don't have any easy ones to eliminate, you just do that simple trick and it works. So 5x times 3 will give me 15x. And 4y times 3 will give me 12y. 22 times 3 will give me 66. And here 3x times 5 will give me 15x. And 5y times 5 will give me 25y. And 21 times 5 will give me 105. Yes, so that is pretty much what we've gotten so far. And now the next thing we want to do, we can eliminate as they both have the same quantity now. It's so easy to eliminate, right? And what we go for, is it addition or subtraction? Subtraction will work, so we choose subtraction. So we do 15x minus 15x, that is 0, and that is what we want. We want it to go, so we can get the value of y. So 12y minus 25y, that will give me a negative 13y, right? Yeah, that is it. And the next we do 66 minus 105. That will give me minus 41. Is it? I think, no, that's not minus 41. Let me confirm it. So I have it to be adding 36 here will make this one 100. 34 will make this 100 plus 5. That will be 39. So that will give me minus 39. Yeah, that will be minus 39. So I don't have my calculator here, so I'm only doing this from my mind. Now, the next thing you want to do here, you divide everybody by minus 13. So you divide here by minus 13, here by minus 13. So these guys will cancel out. And finally, y is equal to, this will be 3. Y is 3, right? Yeah, 3. And now we're getting the value of y. What do we do with the value of y? We'll plug the value of y into any of this equation to get the value of x. Now, I would like to plug it in equation, I think equation 1. Equation 1 is much smaller, so it's not going to be stressful. So I have 12y equal to 66. So when I plug y to be 3, I'll have 15x plus 12 times 3. My y is now 3, so I have 66. What is 12 times 3? Of course, everybody knows that 12 times 3 is just 36, equal to 66. And you take 36 to this side, it becomes 15x is equal to 66 minus 36. And finally, that will give us 30, right? And now you divide everybody once again by 15. And this guys cancels out. So x must be equal to 2. Now we've gotten the value of x and the value of y to be 2 and 3 respectively. So this is the end of this lesson. We've learned how to solve simultaneous equation by elimination method. So if you find value from this video, make sure you do your best to share this video to other people you feel will value it just like you do. And so doing, you're showing us so much love and we really appreciate that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next class on substitution method. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. Bye-bye.